Well, now we know how to acquire data with our additional A's. So we also know how to transform this information that we have collected by different kind of sensors and to transform that into prescription maps. Now in this module, we are going to see what do we need from the point of view of the machine in order to be able to read those maps and apply accordingly. Because the objective is clear, we have to determine the position of the machine in the field and then change the working conditions in order to provide more or less volume rate of pesticides according to the needs of the vegetation. For that, it is mandatory to have a special kind of spraying machine. This machine needs to know where it is, so it needs to have a GNSS sensor to position itself in the field, and also it needs a flow meter and a device to change the pressure in real time in order to read the amount of water that is passing through the machine, and also to change the working pressure to deliver more or less flow rate in the nozzles. There are different kind of machines already available in the market. Some of them, they already come with all these sensors and actuators embedded in it, but there are also other systems that what they do is to take your conventional machine and then add some of these sensors and actuators to transform a conventional sprayer into a variable rate application sprayer. One way of applying pesticides is, and apply them in variable rate, is to change the working pressure, because if we have the same nozzle, changing the pressure will change the flow rate, and then it will change the volume rate applied. But this implies changing the nozzle spectrum. So we will have finer nozzles in some cases that can produce sometimes drift problems. Some researchers have or are evaluating different kind of nozzles that are able to change the flow rate without modifying the pressure. These nozzles are called PWM, pulse width modulation. And basically what they do is changing duty cycles from 0 to 100%, so they kind of shut off the flow rate from this 0 or 100% to provide more or less flow rate at the outlet of the nozzle. Again, one way of applying pesticides is based on maps that we have produced. So we have the machine that positions itself in the field and then reads the map and applies accordingly. But another way of doing that is doing it in real time. So we have sensors that are basically sensing a portion of the vegetation, sending the command to the machine, and the machine is changing the working parameters to apply the volume rate needed in this portion of tree that has been sensed. This is real-time application of pesticides. At the end, both using one or the other type of application technique, what we have is a traceability of the spray application process. So that means that every second we have the information of what has been happening in our spraying application.